Hello students, today we are going to do lesson 9 of module 1 in Engage New York. So let's put our heading, module 1, lesson 9, and let's see what we're doing today. We are adding decimals using place value strategies and relate those strategies to a written method. So I'm gonna write, my title is Adding Decimals. So remember, a decimal is the period or the dot in math. Looks like that. And if I read this as money, then whatever comes after the decimal would be cents. And it doesn't always have to be money, so I would read it as the place value. So these are tenths and hundredths. So I would say 4 and 32 hundredths. And the decimal we read as and. So let's look at the workbook page now. So remember I told you in class, I am going to start to give you less problems. If you love math and want to challenge yourself, you are welcome to do all the problems in the lesson. But I just realized this is on homework. Let me turn the page. But I am going to show you which problems you have to do, and then the other ones will be your choice. Let me make sure you can see this. Okay, so now I'm on page 71. Go ahead, put the date and your name. So this upper part, we are going to skip. I'm going to gently put a line through it, but you may want to do it for extra work, extra practice if you'd like to. So I'm going to skip straight down here, and you can see there's 4 problems. They are all addition of decimals. And I'm going to teach you, I'm going to do A with you, and then you'll do B, C, and D. But I want to teach you a strategy, which is to turn your spiral sideways so you can, or horizontally, so you can use the lines to put the digits in. So here's a strategy of how to do addition of decimals. First, you see how many numbers you're adding. In this problem, it's 2. So I'm going to put 2 decimal points. Then you write the number exactly how it appears on either side of the decimal. So this one, you can see the 0 is on this side, the 3 is on this side. I read this number 3/10. And this one, 0 is on this side, the 8 and the 2 are on the other side. Now, technically, I did not write this problem correctly, because when you add or subtract, you should have the larger number on the top. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly rewrite this. Very easy. Just put my 2 decimals. The larger number goes on top. See how I put each number in a different vertical column? That's how you can write your math so it doesn't get all like mixed up. And then the smaller number, 3/10. Now I am ready to add. Notice there is nothing here. So that means you can replace it with a 0, or if you know in your head that it's 0, you can just leave it blank. Now we add straight down. 2, 11, carry the 1, 1, and don't forget your decimal. 1 and 12 hundredths. Let me take a moment just to copy that down, showing my work into my workbook. This is kind of like practice for you to be able to line it up without the lines. Done. 1 and 12 hundredths. Okay, pause the video and you do B, C, and D. Remember the trick of using your spiral, putting the decimals, writing the larger number on top, adding straight down, and then write it in your workbook. Okay, I am now on page 72. Remember to pause the video if you're not done yet. And the problems I would like you to do on this page are E and F, which is exactly the same, except as you can see, we have more digits. So you're still going to do your 2 decimals, figure out which number is larger, put that number on top, practice reading it out loud, 62 and 573 thousandths, and the smaller number underneath, and then add straight down and write your number on the line. So do E and F, and then do number 3, A and B. You don't have to do 4, it's okay, unless you would like to. And for 3, it's asking you, it says that this park, Van Cortlandt Park, is 1 2/100 of a kilometer longer than Marine Park. And they tell us what Marine Park. So that is one addition problem you'll have to do. And then it says Central Park's walking trail is 242,000 kilometers longer than Van Cortlandt's. So then you'll have to add this number to whatever response you got to that to find Central Park. And then it says if a tourist walked all 3 trails in a day, how many kilometers would he or she have walked? So this is 3 numbers that you're going to be adding. So you should be doing 3 decimal points, writing in those numbers, and adding straight down. Okay, go ahead and pause and finish those problems. Okay, if you finish those 3 problems, or 4 problems I should say, you may skip the exit ticket unless you would like to do it. That is now bonus work. And go over to the homework, which is on page 75. And I'll show you which problems I do want you to do. So first, I do want you to put your name and date. I do want you to do problem 2, which would be A, B, C, and D. And turn the page. And I do want you to do E, F, and number 3, and I'll give you a choice. You can either do 3 or 4. So I'll put an arrow. You choose 1. Okay, so do E and F, and then either 3 or 4. And again, if you want to challenge yourself, feel free to complete the whole page. And that will be the end of your math homework and asynchronous work for today. So go ahead and pause the video and finish it up. Great job.